Polkadot really has focused a lot on commercial adoption, Silicon Valley adoption, getting real use and utility, I say in a much more sustainable way than Ethereum is focused on. Ethereum was kind of a spray and pray thing. Polkadot was more of like, hey, let's go ahead and actually curate our ecosystem more carefully.
An ecosystem that's curated more carefully, everybody. You heard it from Cardano founder himself, Charles Hoskinson, singing the praises of Polkadot. We're going to hear more from him later in this video and give my price prediction on Polkadot and what the heck do you do with it after you buy it, folks. It's time to discover crypto. All right, folks, we're looking at Polkadot's price right now. You can see it is elevated, everybody. We're right now touching close to $10, but nowhere near its all-time high above $50. But if you look at just the last 30 days, we started the month ago $6.90. I didn't plan that, I promise you. And now we are up $9.82. We are up 26% in 2 weeks, 42% just in the past 30 days there. And Polkadot is blowing up, and I'm going to tell you why. But first, what the heck is Polkadot? What does it do? Well, folks, Polkadot is based off parachains. This is the relay chain, aka Polkadot. And then within this relay chain, tons of parachains. Now, what the heck is a parachain, everybody? Well, under the relay chain, aka the main chain, you see the parachains. The parachain is short for a parallelized chain. It's an entire blockchain in itself. And that's an important thing to notice. No one really understands, oh, wait, all these are blockchains? Yeah, essentially, it's a blockchain of blockchains. And they function in a sovereign way with their tokens and governance and offer specific use cases. But how the heck does this relay chain relay all this information? Well, that's pretty easy. They have their own specific language called the Polkadot XCM. And I have Grok kind of helping me out here, help explain it for people here. Cross-consensus messaging format is Polkadot's language. And this allows the other blockchains or parachains to communicate and interact with each other like a universal translator. And why is it important? Well, these parachains can share ideas, collaborate, or have a good time with the XCM, aka Polkadot's language. They can share data, assets, and even execute smart contracts across different networks, meaning the limitations of an individual chain is reduced, and you can do all these awesome things without the need for bridges. Bridges is the #1 way you see hacks and exploits in crypto, and Polkadot gets to avoid that, which makes me very bullish. But again, we're going to talk about my price prediction in a little bit and tell you what to do with it. But first, I want to talk about sell pressure. Polkadot has a unique feature of its parachains. Okay, you want to be one of its 100 parachains, you got to auction it up. You got to put up funds. You put up a whole bunch of Polkadot. After 96 weeks, you get that Polkadot back. Then you get to be a parachain, folks, like Moonbeam, like Akala, like Astar, like Clover Finance. All of these are parachains. They have to put out a loan of Polkadot. Look at that, folks, 100 million dot. And then the dot is returned. Well, folks, you can see here, October 24th last year, tons and tons of Polkadot were returned. I'm talking about hundreds of millions of dollars worth, $351 million worth, $320 million worth, October 24th. All of these were October 24th. Well, folks, I went into the charts to tell you what happened during that period. Now, this is the all-time chart, and more on this later, but if we zoom in, you'll see that I've circled October 24th right here. Now, this is the daily chart, folks, and you can see in anticipation of October 24th, because everyone knew they were going to be returned to their treasuries. So what were they going to do with these tokens? A lot of speculation were going to be, oh, they're going to sell on October 24th. You could see the drawdown just bled and bled and bled. It fell 50%, just kind of in anticipation there. Everyone's like, well, once they're returned, they're definitely going to sell. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Well, folks, after this Polkadot hit these teams' treasuries, Polkadot didn't continue to dump. Hundreds of millions of dollars of Polkadot was returned, and you would think there'd be selling pressure, but the markets look like it indicated otherwise here. You can see, actually, if you caught the bottom there, folks, we are now up I swear I'm not planning this. We are up 169%. Some would say that's a pretty nice gain. But what other parachain auctions are ending? Is there more auctions coming to an end? Well, folks, there is. There's going to be a lot more being sold April 9th of this year. That is 1 month away. But it pales in comparison to some of those other numbers. 350 million, 310 million, 20 million. This is only 10 million. This is only 10 million. And these are going to be sold on April 9th. So a lot of people are saying, well, more parachains, more selling pressure. Last time the market absorbed hundreds of millions of dollars of selling pressure, I think it can absorb tens of millions of dollars of selling pressure. And remember, 96 weeks later, the Polkadot is returned. So we have all that Polkadot being returned on April 9th. There's a 96-week lease period, and the tokens that are locked up are returned to the contributors. And these are the contributors, and this is the amount going to be sold here. But folks, I told you I want to give you my price prediction here. This is a very dubious trend line, folks, just to let you know. But I kind of have a nice target of 130, 140 bull market peak. I think that's going to be around Q3 2025. So we got plenty of time to load up the rockets, everybody. If we can hit around 130, just 120, you're looking at a 1,200% return. Again, very dubious trend line, but I think this is doable. We go to Polkadot here and we look at all-time chart. If we hit market cap, you can see still plenty of gains to be had here, folks. If we hit all-time high, you're looking at around a 6x. If we go to market cap, it's still around a 5x. So still really good gains to be had here. But now, what the heck do you do with this Polkadot? All right, I'm sold. I'm on board. I want to get some Polkadot. Well, first, you need to know what to do with it, folks. This is Polkadot.network. If you want to know how to buy Polkadot, use Polkadot. I recommend you go ahead and buy it from a centralized exchange and then send it to your own wallet. If you click Use Polkadot, I guess the first thing I got to do is get a wallet, folks. You click on Get Wallet. It'll take you to the wallet page, and then they have a whole list of wallets here. I like Subwallet. Either use this website or use their official X account Subwallet app. You can check it right there. Never Google this. Just be really careful. It'll take you to their download page here. I went ahead and I downloaded one, and I clicked on the dApps page. So you have the wallet. You loaded it up with some Polkadot from your centralized exchange. Whoa, man, look at all the things to do, folks. And before we even get started there, now you can actually use it and stake it. If you, we explored the dApps, that was that page. You can also stake the dot natively through here. You just click Start Staking. And folks, I've been playing around with this for a while now. In fact, I staked some, and I want to let you know, if you unlock the staking, there is an unlock period of 28 days. And after the 28 days, then you could go ahead and pull it back. They make you wait, and that way a bad actor can't come in and just steal all the liquidity. It will happen over 28 days. You'll see it and you'll be like, oh my God, look at what they're doing. It just makes it more difficult for bad actors to just rug a project. So if you go ahead and click Manage Unlocks, I started this process, can be withdrawn after 28 days, withdraw unlocked, and it'll be immediately available. So go ahead and click Submit there. And then you just have to sign and you're good to go. And boom, it's already there. You can see after the 28 days, it hits you pretty much immediately. Now, if you go to pools, you can see different pools, how to stake that. But I like to be a little bit more degen, everybody. And we're going to go to the dApps page, and we're going to play around. Now, maybe we'll buy an NFT at the end here, just really, really quick. But I like the Akala platform. We click on that. I've been staking there for a while. I've been sharing it on the morning stream. So if you jumped in with us over there, we've been just collecting stake for a while. Right now, it's 24% APY. But if we go back to the dApps page here, folks, now we're going to do a little DeFi. I'm going to go ahead and use Akala. I've just been a fan of them for a while, just because it's super easy to use. You can bridge your assets. If you click Bridge here, you can go ahead and bridge from different chains with your substrate to the Akala network. Remember, we're bridging to different parachains. So you have it on Polkadot, and this is how you take it to the Akala parachain. You saw me just unbond 2. I could just boom, click 2, hit transfer, and then boom, we're good to bridge. And then if you were to click staking, you would then be able to just stake that right over. I've been staking for a while. Go to home or go to account, and you can kind of track what you're doing over there. Let me just say, I've used a lot of bridges, used a lot of DeFi, used a lot of DEXs. This is just really, really good UI. So it's just the one that I like. But folks, there are tons and tons. This is just DeFi, folks. So tons and tons of projects. Really, really good chance for some airdrop opportunities. That'll be in another Polkadot video, though. Right now, we just want to give you the bare bones. And then if we hit NFT, folks, super, super easy to use. We're going to use Codadot. You just go ahead and have your wallet connected. And then I like to just go to all-time trending here. This is going to be all-time on volume. Folks, Polkadot NFTs are still very, very small. They all look kind of like ordinals to me, not too much data here. You can get one for like $10. One dot is like $10. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and buy it, and I'll show you in a second. Boom, folks, that was super easy. Just takes a minute, and we got ourselves a swirl for 1 Solana. You just got to click on it. You can buy any of them. Go to click Buy Now, sort by low to high, and then boom, you can get in for 1 Polkadot. And it's that easy. Boom, you just click buy, and you're good to go, folks. I didn't want to get the pink one. I got the gold one. I think it looks cooler. So let me know. What do you think? Looks okay. $10. I'm willing to speculate on something like this. But folks, to bring it full circle, I want to talk about the founder, who was Charles Hoskinson's co-founder of Ethereum here. Before working on Ethereum, Gavin Wood, the founder of Polkadot, was a research scientist at Microsoft, folks. Again, a founder of the Ethereum blockchain, along with Vitalik and Charles Hoskinson. And Charles was just singing the praises of Gavin Wood and the Polkadot ecosystem. Let's listen to him one more time.
Yeah. What are some interesting differences between Cardano and Polkadot? Technically, philosophically, historically, is that something you think about when you think about the future of Cardano?
Yeah, I mean, we do. We actually have a whole group of people that do business intelligence and comparative analysis, and we're getting to a point where we want to start eventually forking their code and running private versions of it, and just playing around with things.
Well, that's
getting
fascinating.
Better understanding. Consensus actually does this. They actually did it with EOS, and they wrote this lovely report like trashing EOS, saying, "Hey, by the way, all those claims these guys made are just not true." But, it's nice to do that. It's nice to use your competitors' technology or, competing protocol technology, because you learn a lot along the process. It's not all bad. There's always something there because they have different trade-offs and customers that potentially are more interesting. Like right now, we're grokking, how do we want to do the sidechain model of Cardano? Polkadot's actually a tremendously useful piece of infrastructure for that conversation because
Polkadot is a tremendously useful piece of infrastructure for that conversation, folks. So Charles just said it himself. He's bullish on the tech. I'm bullish on the dApps. I'm bullish on the NFTs, and I'm pretty bullish on the price action as well, folks. And I'm not worried about any sell pressure. So, folks, if you haven't dived into the Polkadot ecosystem, I highly recommend it. I'm DZ. We'll see you and your Polkadots at the top.